Hi everyone, I am Chandresh Desai and today we are diving into the world of AWS Route 53. So a few weeks back I recently posted that AWS Route 53 real use cases designed with Cloudairy Cloudchart. So we will explore the how Route 53 connect to the various AWS services like VPC Interface Endpoint, AWS Scaling Group, EC2, API Gateway and Lambda and much more there. So let's start with the quick overview of Route 53. It's AWS Scalable DNS web service, which translates domain name into the IP address, but it does much more than that, especially when combined with other AWS services. So first, let's talk about connecting to the Route 53 to the VPC Interface Endpoint via AWS Private. So let me go to the Cloudairy Cloudchart there. So Route 53 connecting to the private link. So let me just go to that connect with the Route 53 to the private link here, and Route 53 direct traffic to the VPC Interface Endpoint. So there should be VPC endpoint there in between Route 53 and the private link. So let me connect first this one, and then it goes, let's say Route 53 connect to the VPC endpoint, then VPC endpoint will connect to the private link, and private link connect to the AWS load balancer. Let's say the load balancer, okay, it's connect to the load balancer, and then it connect to the EC2 servers there. So I can connect to the private link to the load balancer, and load balancer will connect to the EC2 individual server. So this is the one use case scenario here. So Route 53 direct traffic to the VPC interface endpoint, and VPC endpoint connect to the service with the private link, and that ensure you that data stay within the AWS private links there, and it will be not pass through any internet connection there. So this is the continuous private connection between the Route 53 to endpoint to the EC2 there. So let's check another scenario as a Route 53 to ALV to auto scaling group to EC2 there. So next scenario should be application load balancer. So let's say the load balancer, we can put it in the load balancer is the second scenario here. Then it should be connect to the auto scaling group there. Then it should be connect to different EC2 server there. EC2 1 and EC2 2 here. So what is the main purpose of this scenario there? So let's say Route 53 route incoming requests to the application load balancer, and this ALB distribute the traffic across the auto scaling group, and the auto scaling group manages the fleet of EC2 instances there. So based on the incoming traffic, EC2 auto scaling group will scale up the EC2 instances, or it can be scale down the EC2 instances there. So based on the policy, for example, let's say if we can create a policy for EC2 instance goes CPU percentage should be more than 80%, then it will be create the new EC2 instance. Or probably the CPU cycle or CPU process should be less than let's say the 50%, then it will be reduced one of the EC2 instances there. So those kind of policy you can create into the EC2 auto scaling group there. So this is another scenario, and let's create one more scenario for API gateway as a kind of a serverless architecture. So in API gateway, so I can bring the API gateway. So in this scenario, let's say Route 53 will connect to the API gateway, and API gateway will connect to the Lambda, and Lambda will use the EC2 auto scaling group, and then it will be connected to the EC2 instances there. And the other way, API gateway also can connect to the load balancer, and load balancer will be used as a target group there. So in this case, this is kind of like a architecture, like very cost effective and can also working as like a serverless architecture there. So let me connect this scenario as a Route 53. Go to the API gateway to the Lambda the load balancer, EC2 auto scaling group, and then go to the EC2 one and EC2 second fleet there. So now let's talk about the Route 53 connection with the CloudFront, and CloudFront will connect to the S3 bucket directly for the static content, and CloudFront can also connect to the auto scaling group for dynamic content. So here in this scenario, for like static content, as I mentioned, it will be directly pull the data from the S3 bucket, and the dynamic content it will be used as a load balancer there. So this setup like deliver as a fast and reliable user experience by serving both dynamic and static content efficiently there. So there you can have it like Route 53 integration with various AWS services, like providing the robust and the flexible way to manage your DNS needs while enhancing security, scalability, and performance. Whether you are dealing with like VPC endpoint, load balancer, serverless architecture, or content delivery network, Route 53 has like all the cover all scenario there. So you can like create your architecture with animation flow there with the help of just a single click with animation, and it will be see the all the flow is going from Route 53 to various VPC endpoints, load balancer, API gateway, CloudFront, and you can see the end-to-end flow there. And it will be easy to understand the flow where it is going from there start to endpoints, and you can see the visual architecture for that way. And this architecture you can definitely create using the template. I will be posting this one to the Cloudairy Cloudchart. And thank you for watching this video, and if you like this video, then please share, subscribe, and for more AWS insights. Thank you.